I'm Haley Troup, and you're watching Average Joe Sport Talk. My name's Haley Troup. I'm a shooting guard at the University of Missouri.
First of all, Haley, thank you for sitting in with us. Talk to us about your journey and how you ended up landing with the Missouri Tigers in your current role.
Yeah, so my journey was a little different than other college athletes, I guess you could say. I originally committed and signed with the University of South Carolina. I went there for about 3-4 months in the summer, and then after that I decided that it would be best for me to transfer elsewhere, and I ended up at the University of Missouri. They had recruited me originally, and I just really loved the program, really loved Coach P, and so I just decided to go there with my career.
All right. I want to take a minute and talk about your dad. Your dad was a coach here in Alabama, very successful coach who coached under the legendary Coach Baker at Emma Sansom, who is, I believe, the winningest coach in the state. What's it been like growing up with your dad as a mentor and not even a coach that has molded you into the woman that you are today?
Yeah. Honestly, it was a blessing to grow up as a coach's kid, because I feel like if I wasn't, then I wouldn't be where I am today. I had constant access to the gym, to the weight room, and to my dad's basketball knowledge. So, I always felt like my potential was limitless with those resources, and I feel like a lot of kids don't get that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just really took it in and soaked it all in, and was kind of just like a gym rat, and was always there morning, after practice, in the summer. It was always something with my dad, so yeah, I have him to thank for a lot of stuff.
A lot of people don't know this, but your granddad was one of the most feared coaches ever. We played against him in Pee Wee football, and he was one of the winningest coaches ever in the state in Pee Wee football. Your senior year, you were Alabama 7A Player of the Year. That's absolutely amazing. Talk about what that award meant for you personally, with all the hard work that went into it.
Yeah. So my junior year, I was actually runner-up for Player of the Year, and so I just kind of like, for my senior year, my goal was obviously team-wise to make it to Jacksonville, make it to that state tournament, whatever. But I also set my personal goals as, I want to get back to that. I want to kind of represent my hometown and be as best as I can, and I set my sights on 7A Player of the Year. And to reach that goal was unbelievable for me. It was just an honor and a blessing.
All right. So you currently shoot about 85% from the free throw line. This is the same free throw line that several NBA players only shoot around 50%. I want you to talk to us about the mindset you have when you step to the line and your personal routine you do before each free throw.
Yeah. So my free throw routine is I have to step up, I have to get my feet set the same way every time, and I take 2 dribbles, set it, and shoot it. And it's been that way since probably my 7th grade year. So I have to do that every time. And then honestly, free throws are all mental. So we've played in a lot of big arenas, Mississippi State, Tennessee, SEC tournament, and you just kind of have to block everyone out. And for me, it's a complete mental thing. So just clearing your mind and focusing on the shot is what I would say.
What's the toughest arena you played in college?
Probably South Carolina, Mississippi State, or Tennessee.
One of those 3?
They're all insane. The fans are insane.
Let's switch gears and talk about your playing days at Gadsden City under my personal friend, Jeremy Brooks. What did you learn from Coach Brooks at Gadsden City that's helped influence your game as we know it today?
Yeah. Coach Brooks was always the type of coach that he gave us a lot of freedom, and we ran motion and all that kind of stuff. And I really developed into an all-around player because he allowed me to kind of post up if I had a mismatch, or I was point guard some possessions. And that freedom really helped me grow, and it's helped me in college too, because you kind of have to have that all-around aspect in Division I.
So basically what you're telling us, Coach Brooks said, okay, everybody clear out, give the ball to her, and let's go. just tease. Now, that same question, transferring over to your current coach, Coach P at Missouri, what have you learned from her in your short time there that has developed you?
Yeah. I think her and my dad are a lot alike, so it's just a lot of mental toughness, hard-nosed, blue-collar.
Love it.
Some stuff you don't really see in college anymore, and it's kind of old school, gritty stuff, and I really like that about her. She also gives us a lot of freedom within the game. We run pure motion a lot, so it's just kind of wide open. You have to have a really high IQ, and she's helped me a lot in that. So I felt physically I've grown, but also mentally with Coach P. So I really have liked that about her.
That's pretty cool that she's similar to your dad with the old school. That, like you said, that is a lost art form nowadays. For the girls coming up that's playing high school ball currently, in your words, what would you say is the biggest difference from playing major college basketball to what you experience in the 7A basketball?
Yeah. Game-wise, I would say the speed is unreal because you have a 30-second shot clock. The game is up and down, up and down. You have to be in unbelievable shape. I thought I was in shape at Gadsden City, but I got to college and I was I'm not in shape. So the game speed, the athleticism, but also just the time commitment. I mean, you wake up, it's 24 hours, it's a job. So it's just all day, every day.
And I'm glad you said that because I want to transition into, take us through a normal training day where you guys put in work. Let's say it could be off season or season, where this is one of those days where we're fixing to put in work. Walk us through a day like that.
Yeah, so we're about to go back and start preseason actually. So in preseason we probably will get up, have a weight workout sometime in the morning, go to class. We usually are done with classes by around 2 o'clock. Then we hit practice for 2 hours, maybe 3. It depends on time of year. And then we have tutoring at night, so we'll go back. Awesome. Yeah, so it's long days and it's hard. It's hard on your body, but you have all the resources like the cold tubs, the nutritionist, all of that kind of stuff is there for you. You just have to use it.
On a 1 to 10, how bad do the cold tubs suck?
You know they're bad the first year you're there, but then after that you just kind of get used to it.
I got you.
You kind of like it.
Let's transition over into, you made the winter SEC academic honor roll. Talk about the importance of your education moving forward to prepare for your future?
Well, our coaching staff they always tell us, like, you're here first for academics.
That's awesome.
And to pursue whatever you want to do for the rest of your life, and that should always be what's most important. And they give us all of the resources we could ever need. We have tutors, computer labs, mentors. We have proctors that travel with us if we have to take tests on the road. So if you don't like succeed, then you're not trying.
No effort.
Yeah, so they make it easy for us.
What's your thoughts on the WNBA overall, and is that a goal of yours to play there one day?
Yeah, honestly, I never really watched the WNBA a lot growing up just because it was never on TV. But over the last few years, and I've started like following more people. One of my teammates, Sophie Cunningham, plays for the Mercury now, so I've been following her. And I think that the league is like really stepped up in terms of like TV and just overall just showcasing it more. And I think it's really cool. I think if I had the chance, I might play. It's just a lot on your body. I've thought about that. I've thought about overseas. You know, all of those are options, but we'll just have to see with time.
I understand that. Now, have you ever put much thought into how girls look up to players as successful as you, like at Gadsden City and now obviously over into Missouri? You being a role model and having to carry that kind of weight. Have you ever thought about that? And what is your thoughts on that? It's always been special to me because I looked up to so many people when I was that little girl growing up. So I always try to like stay after games and sign autographs or talk to people. Awesome.
When I come home, I try to go to like do a camp, or my dad runs like an academy, so I'll go there and help out with any local girls who come.
That's awesome.
It's just really important to me to kind of be that figure and kind of give them someone positive to look up to, because I had so many of those people growing up.
And I know your dad appreciates that, and it probably means the world to those little girls. I want you to clear your mind for a second. Have you ever thought about your life and how much different it would be if you didn't play any sport ever?
Yeah.
What would that be like?
Pretty boring, probably. I don't really know. Like, my life and my family's life especially has always been around sports, you know, being a coach's kid.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know. It would be weird. I would have too much time on my hands, probably.
I remember your dad even back as graduate assistant under the great Gene Bartow. That's where I first met your dad many years ago. Who is the best basketball player you've ever played against? Besides Brady Troup.
Probably, that's hard. I would probably have to say Asia Wilson. She was tough. Yeah.
Who did she play for?
South Carolina.
Oh yeah, I know who she's talking about.
Yeah.
Who do you consider the greatest coach of all time? Could be any sport in any format, like college or pro.
Just because I always wanted to play for her, I would say Pat Summitt. Just because she did so much for the women's game of basketball. It was basically non-existent before she became Tennessee's head coach and kind of got it on that national level.
Right.
So I've always looked up to her, always wanted to play for her. So I would say Pat Summitt.
Coaching's obviously in your blood. Do you think there's a chance one day we will see you becoming a coach?
I think there's a chance. I haven't completely said no. It interests me just because, like, I feel like I know a lot about the game and I can help people in that way. So we'll just have to see where it goes.
I got you.
Yeah.
Now, we recently interviewed your brother, the pre-mentioned Brady Troup, and he informed us if we cut off his video and you and him went to the Atala Rec Center and played one-on-one, that he would win 24-16. Is that accurate, and do you have a rebuttal to that?
Okay, so Brady has beat me before in one-on-one, whatever. But if we played right now to 24, it would be no question I would kill him.
Oh.
He's all up in football right now. I really don't think he could hang with me that long. 24 is a long time. So,
I smell a challenge coming on, folks. All right, I love it. I can't wait to see he sees this video. What's playing in your headphones right before a game? Right before you take your headphones off to walk out?
Probably, I don't know, like some Drake, some Future, something to like pump me up, kind of get me excited. Yeah.
Now, are you like an even keel person, or are you someone that's really fired up, hollering, screaming, that type?
I'm even keel. Like my expression doesn't change.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to know you a little bit. What is your favorite movie of all time?
Remember the Titans.
Favorite band of all time, or musician?
Creedence Clearwater.
Interesting. Favorite food of all time?
Steak.
Favorite vacation spot?
The beach. Anywhere at the beach.
Favorite NFL team?
The Chiefs. I have a new love for them now.
They're fun to watch.
Yeah.
Favorite brand of shoe?
Nike.
Without question? What's your dream car?
Tesla.
All right. Favorite restaurant in the world? Could be anywhere.
I don't know.
You don't have one? Luckily, mine's right down the road. If we made a movie about you, which actress would best fit the role to play you, and why?
I want to say Reese Witherspoon, just because of the Sweet Home Alabama movie. I feel like she really hits the accent perfectly.
I think she overdid it a little bit. You know what? So we're going with Reese Witherspoon. Final answer.
Yeah.
Are you more of a coffee girl or an energy drink girl?
Coffee.
Do you have any phobias?
Heights.
Any more, like spiders, snakes, anything bother you?
Not that bad.
All right. What's a hidden talent that the average fan wouldn't know that you have? Something you can do.
I actually write a lot. So like when I was younger, I would like write short stories and like poems and stuff. And I still do that sometimes. So yeah.
All right. Along those same lines, what's your favorite quote of all time? Brady shared one that you and your dad, you three guys kind of share it with each other.
Yeah, the grind prepares the mind.
That's right. Is that your favorite quote of all time?
I say it's the one that I hold closest to me.
Okay, awesome. Coming into this season, what is a personal goal of yours and an overall team goal for you guys?
Personally, I think it's just to keep being more consistent for my team. Last year is my first year actually playing, so just kind of an adjustment on the court, off the court, all the time commitments. So I think this year I'm more prepared to like fully commit and just be the same player every night. And so just to be that blue collar, hard worker, always in the gym, leader. And team wise, I think some people are going to overlook us this year just because we lost so many people. So I think it's just getting in the gym, competing, being mentally tough, and I think we're really going to surprise some people this year.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
When your playing days are completely done, whether you make it to WNBA, whether it's they end at Missouri, whatever, you go overseas, what do you hope fans remember you most as?
Probably just someone who's a hard worker and passionate about the game, passionate about my teammates, and just loves the game.
I love that answer. But before you get out of here, Sparks Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is a huge sponsor of the show. We always have to give out a shirt before it's over with. We want to thank you so much for coming in. All the way from Missouri, Miss Haley Troup. Thank you.
Thank you.